Yes.
Ska du köra ett tag? Kör på, jag fixar lite.
Okay, guys, we're back with the stream. We are having some kind of hardware issue where it seems like we have to stream at a slightly lower quality than what we had intended to. Hopefully we'll be able to get it back to the better quality in a while, but for now, hope you guys will be okay with just running 720p. So yeah, we're back, and the streaming table, we had to let them start playing. We tried to hold them back for as long as possible, but we have Jakob Hultman facing Per Engström. They had their share of battles last year, I think.
Oh yes, many times.
Yeah.
I think Jakob snagged the first place this year in the store champ versus Per.
Mm-hmm. Did they face off in the regionals as well?
I think
or was
so.
It, yeah,
I think so. So you're going away for a judge call, but I'm here. So let's see what's happening. It's plot 2. I believe Per is actually back to running cities after having run a different plot line for a while. He's been playing this deck for a very, very long time. Done really well with it, actually. Hultman's deck is a deck you've seen before, I think. The Beyond the Wall posted it not too long ago. I think he's done some changes recently, but I'm not sure exactly what. I think it's a March to the Wall included nowadays. Per getting a really big board. It's kind of surprising. Jakob's deck is almost a choke deck. It doesn't seem to have succeeded yet.
It's always tricky to choke Lannister.
It is. It is. Could be that he hasn't found the characters he's looking for as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not sure what his opening plot was. Could you tell me if you see the cards well? We're not sure. It should be all right with 720, even though we would like it with 1080. Another judge call. Go.
Okay.
Top table.
Yeah.
Per going through for an intrigue, discarding the Golden Company. Going for a power. It's blocked. The military is blocked and the refugees die. Oh, he saves Viserion instead. See if we can adjust the power counters quickly. It's 3-2. Yeah, we're featuring the last year's Targaryen card and this year's Lannister card. Jakob taking his time, thinking about what plots to pick. Looks like a Valor. Yes, Valor versus Neil. Pair decides who goes first. Cancels the Neil. And saves Drogon. Viserion. Oh, that's a new card I haven't seen in Paris lineup recently. It's a Retreat. He's been playing this deck, as I said, for a long time.
I won the mirror match.
Donovan wins the mirror match. Come, I need a buddy. It's so boring alone. It's Per Hultman.
Pair against Jakob.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, one of them. We have 3 Jakobs.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jakob. Thomas?
Good Thomas.
Tamas wins table 2 versus Evan. Per had a really big board, but it forced out a Valor from Jakob. He saves Viserion, and it's now duped, I believe.
Yeah. He saved him with the Eerie.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, and now he duped him. Okay. By the way, I love those Swedish tokens.
Yeah. He got them from being the highest placing Swede in Nordics.
Dracula made custom tokens for the Dutch as well, the same with
like the
orange with the lion. Yes.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah. He makes awesome tokens, by the way.
Yeah.
So which dragon is that?
It's the location hate dragon. Tywin comes back after having retreated from the board.
Tywin is pretty important.
Yes, but I think Per has a really big card advantage. So.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't really matter. Still, it's a Tricon with renown. So. Yeah, that's I think one of the points of Jakob's deck, that if he doesn't get the draw going, it still has a decent draw for Targaryen, at least. But still, if you can shut down the draw, then you have a good chance, I think.
Yeah.
And Per already has like the economy, so the blockade and the Fear of Winter are less of a problem.
Mm-hmm. let's see, I've not been updating. It's 5 to 3.
Yes. And I also love Dracula's tokens because they don't stack, so we can see it from the live stream.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yes.
Because actually, you were coming to the Andreas game with me.
Yeah.
Andreas actually won. Did you know?
Oh.
We had we had no clue about.
I heard that. Yeah.
About
8-7 or something.
9-8.
Yeah. All right.
All due to stacking. We had no clue he was actually leading. New plots.
So what are they going? Oh,
Fear of Winter.
City of Soldiers.
City of Soldiers,
Oh,
killing the
that's great.
cannon bird.
Really good. So I'm curious now what Jakob is going to play. Can you see what he has in hand?
Yeah, we can check. He draws economy and.
Oh, okay. It's a 7. That's the Golden Company.
It's the second.
Or is the second Sons?
Actually, yeah.
Targ is just not my go-to house. That's the only house I don't play.
Yeah. The third card, I'm not sure. It's a street.
Oh yeah, it's Three the Sisters.
Yeah.
And the Temple or whatever, the gold. Yeah.
I don't think he can play the second Sons this turn. It costs 7, -1 for the unique, right?
Yes, and -2 for. Doesn't have enough. Oh, he doesn't have any economy.
No economy.
Wow. Ooh.
So he can only marshal for 4, and that's 1 off.
Yeah.
No, actually it could be exactly what he needs.
Fear of Winter has.
No, it's 2 off. It's 2 off. Yeah. Of course.
Oh, and a Cold Hands from pair.
Oh, sorry. Back here. Oh, Cold Hands, yeah.
For Eamon,
that's brutal.
Yes.
That's,
well, he can't do any challenges now. And a two claim from
intrigue,
pair.
two
For
claim
intrigue,
power.
intrigue, probably intrigue. I go for intrigue here.
He can get both of them, right?
Oh yeah, now with Cold Hands, obviously. Yeah, intrigue and power. Yeah, definitely. And he hasn't made it winter or something.
Oh, I think we were forgetting 1 power on Tywin. Unopposed.
Yes. Yep, and there. Oh, he's also left with the Temple, which is of no use at this moment. Yeah, and pair taking the lead here, big
going
time.
To 11 versus 1. Oh,
That is tough. I think this is pretty much game.
yeah,
to be
the
honest.
Cold Hands.
Yes, he already played his Valar, so he has no economy except for.
It would have been fine because he had the Aerie to protect him.
Exactly.
But
Yes. Cold Hands was just what pair needed. He probably had it in his hand because it's like a lot of cards in his hand already. Yeah.
So it's marched. That's okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Can help. Versus
March
a copy.
can help.
See,
It depends on what pair has in his hand. Maybe he's even going to discard Tywin here.
Yeah, it could be a valid choice.
Yeah.
So, or he's going for the win this turn.
Yeah.
So he removes the tourney rounds.
And pair has the Golden Tooth, which is so important.
Yeah.
Even in Dark Wings.
He decides to protect the Cold Hands.
Yes, I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, if he has some characters in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
We can. Oh no, he's actually shuffling them away. We can.
And he's going back. Yeah, fair keep. Jakob's side. Oh, and he can only put in play a Handmaiden, and he's shaking his head, knowing that he is probably going to lose this turn. I think Paris even gonna kneel down his Aerie or Jiggy or whatever it's called.
Duca.
One of the prostitutes, the Thraki prostitutes.
Jikwi, I think.
Jikwi.
Yes. Duca, I think he took 2 power, but put one of the powers, both powers, on his house card instead of Tywin.
Oh, okay.
So it should have 11 now, I think.
Okay.
He does have.
Oh,
11,
and the Iron Throne doesn't matter.
He should have
still.
10, but
yeah. Okay.
this is over anyway.
Yeah. And the 2 claim. This is brutal.
2 claim power. That's 3 unopposed military.
So
and
Dark
dominance.
Wings does it again. letting it unopposed for 3 challenges. Yeah, why not? And the next, extra power on his house. Yeah. Yes. Engage.
They're great friends. I think if he's gonna lose to anyone, I think he's happy losing to Per.
Yep.
Dick doesn't do what he wants it to do.
Jakob is 2-2 now, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
He's still in the running,
Yes,
but it's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be rough. And Paris 3-1 or 4?
3-1 should be.
3-1. I should be 3-1.
So it's a lot of time left. Maybe we can
20 minutes.
maybe we can get Jakob on here and see what happened because we missed the start due to some technical errors.
Okay. Now we're becoming quite the team.
You win.
I'll
everything
make sure.
so
Yes,
quickly.
exactly.
It's perfect. And then you miss the cut, so you can keep going.
All right. I can't promise that though.
Vilket förlorade mot Björn, ja. Mot 11. Björn is starting to turn his luck around.
We should have done like a bet that the bubble boy, the number 9, would have to shave his beard. That would be nice. That would be brutal.
It would be brutal.
Maybe
for us
next year.
Swedes.
Next year we should do that.
Can we do a ruling like just after now?
Yes.
We didn't. Oh, sorry, we didn't tell you. But
You lost on the stream table.
Yeah.
Too bad.
No.
But except if you play without his beard, then you can keep your beard.
Okay. Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yes,
that makes sense.
So we're gonna try and get Jakob here to
Alright,
see
yep.
what happens. You can stay, of course.
Oh, the love couch again.
Yes. Roy wins. Norway is performing pretty well. I think Evan is in the high rankings as well.
My metamate is also doing well. He's 2-1, and he is playing Baratheon No Agenda.
No agenda. I love that deck.
Yes.
Well, there's some.
I think did I share the list on Aga cards with you? I'm not really sure.
Not that one. No.
Okay.
No.
But it's a really nice deck.
What does it play for Roy? Does it play Val or Summer?
It plays Val.
And Summer? No.
No, not Summer, but it plays Flame and Shadow
Oh yeah.
instead of Mel's Favor, because you need both the draw and the Mel's Favor. But now you can play Flame and Shadow. It's not as good, obviously.
Yeah.
But the price helps in the beginning.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a Baratheon.
It's a bit influence based, so with Celise, Baratheon, and also with Parman to the one to save.
Save works. I love him. Yeah, I've been building a Knight's deck with him.
It's really nice, yeah. Thijs played a version of it in Blackwater Bay. He got to top 8, top 16, top 8, I'm not really sure.
I'm gonna scoot over and we can get Jakob in here. You lost?
Yes.
Coming close and tell us why. We had some technical difficulties.
Okay.
So we missed the first 2 rounds.
So many beards. So many beards.
Power to the beards.
Do they see us now?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
So what happened? I mean, it looked like he just crushed you.
He did.
In the beginning.
He did. He had a great setup, and he got his events rolling really early. He managed to kneel down my dragons from turn 1. The first turn he played Secret Orders on my dragon, and I had both Marine and the Marinese Fighting put out. So I had hoped to get Viserion to destroy one location and then, draw a card and then do another challenge, get it going.
Yeah.
And he knelt it down. And then he played Castellan and what's that? The Conspirator, the Janos Conspirator, round 2, and he just got everything rolling really. And he really, as soon as I thought maybe I can get a challenge through, he destroyed it for me by kneeling a guy so he actually got the kneel going from turn 1, and then
Is kneel like the thing you don't want to see?
Well, if it gets a really good start, then it's difficult. But it has answers.
Yeah.
It's got the standing tech, and it's a bit of a choke element in it. So Neil usually has a problem if they don't get a good start. Like,
Yeah, you rolled over Lannisters in Nordics, right?
yeah, and I actually played against.
yeah.
There were a lot of Lannisters there.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I actually rolled over Per in Nordics as well.
Yeah.
So, but he got a great start. So he was playing very well, and he got Castellan out. I had Dissension first round, and guess what? Of course, he had Paper Shield.
Oh, that is
always
painful.
has
That is painful.
Yeah. So he
But that's
he
like
got
with
over
Dark
it.
Wings.
Yeah. You never know.
Always that one-off.
Yeah.
It can be so annoying and
I know,
frustrating.
I know. But it was crazy. I did one really big mistake in the middle where I was playing Fear of Winter the turn after, and the turn before I had Viserion with a dupe and also a carrion bird.
Yeah.
And he did a military, and I had the Airy out,
Yeah.
and I discarded the dupe from Viserion.
Oh, instead of
needing the Airy,
You could
which
have
was
saved
just
it from cold
stupid.
hands.
Yeah, because then I could have saved him from cold hands. I would have had a 2-claim military going.
You would have had Viserion and Drogon after the Valor, right?
No, not Drogon, because I only had that was the turn after, so I had to take away.
Let's look at the chat for a bit. It's some funny comments. We just made up a challenge for next year that the one who becomes 9 or misses the cut has to shave his beard.
Oh, really?
Next year. And now
Well.
I think it's Mr. Hines asking an explanation about the beards.
Oh, so my explanation is I actually made a bet against one guy for doing the yeared, which is a year of beard. So I'm trimming it, but this is since New Year's. But I'm trimming it. So, but I don't have the twirls.
Yeah, you have
Not
great
yet, not
inspiration
yet.
from some other guy.
Yeah, some other guy. Yeah. That's an explanation.
Samuel, who's running the tournament.
Samuel, brother of mine,
Well,
and
I mean,
we even accidentally put on the same shirt today.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's really cute.
my explanation would be: have you ever seen a man without a beard?
Oh yeah, like a
Probably not,
baby
because
face.
then it would be a woman.
It's not.
So that would be my explanation.
Yeah. How are you doing, Don?
I'm 3-1.
Oh, good.
I just won a mirror match against Andreas Ryback.
Nice.
So it was really difficult, both expecting when is he going to play Gamers of Us, when is he going to use Gast and Grey. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And I played to the Spears on my third or second plot, and then it was pretty much game because he decided not to play Vala and wait a turn, which was, I think, I'm not sure if it's a mistake, but he had no answers because I flooded the board afterwards, and I took an early victory.
Great.
Scantrell is asking what you want to see for the next fac.
That's a good question. We spoke about it yesterday, and I think I would want to see threat from the north restricted, just to just to make because those Barameister stacks are really strong. They're not unbeatable. They're strong, and
A lot of laser decks are
And they would still be strong without threats.
yeah. And based on the previous facts after Gen Con, have been like. It's been the result of Gen Con that kind of makes up whatever the fact's going to be. And it's a mirror match Dragon Pit in the final in Gen Con, and Threat is a big thing. It's a big part. It kind of, I don't know if it breaks down Dragon Pit totally.
does.
At least it creates some kind of room and space for creativity,
Yes.
which I think would be good.
Yeah,
And
it's that is usually one of the choices, or Fear of Winter.
or Fear of Winter, yeah.
Which we have seen in Europe.
Yeah. So, but maybe that, but I think the meta is great at the moment. But if we want to see something new in Worlds and Stalek,
we do, right?
we do want that. So, I think maybe restricting that, but I've been thinking about something, what to unrestrict from the restricted list, and that's really difficult. I'm not sure. I would like to see if, or at least create a discussion about Art of Seduction.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
point of
tricky card.
discussion. Yes, it is.
Because I think it's not as powerful as Fear of Winter, but it's difficult to play in one of the same ways because you have to really read what your opponent is going to play. So Art of Seduction can really bounce back on you.
And Forgotten Plans also sees a lot of more play because Bluebirds, even though the river got unrestricted, but nonetheless,
Yeah.
What about the Red Queen's Faithful?
Oh no, never.
No,
Never.
Just mention it. Okay.
I think that's
let's
one
skip
of
that
the.
part.
Yeah, if you like it, I would like to hear about it. But I think, I
Well,
think
just thinking of some cards. I mean, I don't necessarily. It doesn't have to come off, but
The problem with taking things off, it's a lot of the cards on there are on there because they create so stupid scenarios.
yeah,
Yes,
exactly. So they would have to, in some of the cases where the card is on the restricted list because of a stupid combo or something, they would have to deal with that combo if they put it off the restricted list. It's tricky. I think the meta is really balanced.
it is. It's a great meta.
Yeah.
It's the best meta since like I started playing. Because when I started playing, Bloodthirst was all over the place.
Yep.
I was like, okay, is this really the game?
Yeah.
And now if you look at it, so many cards got restricted, and all the combos are gone. So that's maybe why I'm not in favor of out of selection coming back.
Yeah.
Because then rush decks will make an appearance. And
And the Martel.
we still have Harrenhal, so
Yeah.
that control decks will lose a lot of power if it's even possible to make a control deck.
Yeah, and the Martel Baratheon, Martathian deck, Lost Viper.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I mean that deck can probably come back.
Yeah.
It will probably be strong.
With the Viper,
Now with Art of Seduction maybe.
if Out of Seduction comes off.
Oh, then you can play both. Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. So that might not be a great
What do
idea.
you play? What do you use to play as restricted for that one?
You used to play.
I don't remember.
Wait, I can't remember.
Sorry?
The Martel Baratheon. What did you usually play as restricted card in that one? When Art of Seduction and the Viper was not restricted.
You play Fear of Winter?
No.
No, I'm not thinking.
I want to say.
I've never played the deck. Orphans? Rabs as Orphans?
Venomous. Oh, Orphan of the Greenbloods. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, because they were great for setup.
Thanks, Rabs.
Yeah.
There we go.
Raps always also saying the new cast for Vikings, which is
He wants Northern Cowley Flank banned. Long voyage back. But he says one thing that's probably true, and DC shapes the meta, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not sure if you're sarcastic or if you're sad about it, Rabs, but I think in one way, at least this year, it probably will, because FFG looks at Gen Con as the biggest tournament for the new fact.
Really well at Gen Con.
Yeah, so if they wanna do something for the last stretch for first edition, it's probably something that would break up the Dragon Pits.
yeah, I'm in favor of that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I actually think one card that's really underplayed, that's really good in Joust as well, is By Sword or By Guile.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And I'm not in favor of restricting it, but I'm just saying look out for it.
Yeah.
I suffered from it in the finals of the Nordics. It won him the game. It wins games, and in the right deck, it's absolutely brutal. So yeah.
Other cards that should be unrestricted. Hail Refugee. It's just it will become a staple, and it's not no
Yeah,
use.
that's.
I don't like taking off anything that goes into too many decks.
Yeah, exactly. It's-
Streamlining the meta.
especially as a 3-0.
Yeah.
I think that if we're rolling back to this FAQ, it's like the Conclaves was a good addition, like to the game, putting off the restricted list. It makes space for deck building and for new decks or old new decks. It hasn't been overpowered. Grit steals it. It's got loads of different counters.
We still haven't seen power behind the throne.
Exactly. We haven't seen any power
Out of
behind the
Lannister,
throne
and
go on top.
That
Maybe
could be
that's-
really good.
It could be really good.
Yes, with the
So
Conclaves,
yeah. So maybe what I was going to say was Sivas was a stupid thing. I think not because it's an overpowered card. It's a stupid card. I mean, I've never played a game where there hasn't been at least a spectator who's been like, wait, how does that really work?
Yeah.
Is that like, do I have to kneel? Do both have to kneel? How is the wording really? It's
Can I
just,
kneel the kneeling?
yeah, it's. I think it's a stupid card. I mean, it's not welcoming players.
All right,
to play.
yeah, true to that. But without the Viper, Martel would.
Oh yes,
would
It's
really
true.
Be,
It's true.
I mean, Martel would still be good, but
Martel probably needed something, but I don't like Sivas.
No, I don't like the design of the card. Yeah. So
what wins second edition Worlds? Second edition.
We don't have a second edition.
well,
Not talking.
let me tell you this: we are waiting, as much as you are waiting, and we got to play. You have a core set,
I have one course.
right? Because your fellow friends and metamates,
yes.
yeah, they went to Gen Con. Me and Andreas, we managed to test it on Nordics.
Yeah.
It was great, but it was basically just like a core set and try it out. And
Yes, it is
That's
nice
it.
to play a few games, but with one core set, it just feels a bit like having no cards at all because
Yeah.
you can't really build a deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, what wins second edition? I have no idea. Something that a good player builds, I would say.
I think
Yeah.
you will maybe build something Bara and you will win because we
Correct,
are
yeah.
going.
Yeah. Okay. Watch out.
Yeah,
We're doing
of course.
that.
The Swedes are coming, guys.
Yeah.
I really think Bara is strong, but I
Very
think
strong. But I think
something will counter it and something will counter that, and where the meta ends up,
Yeah, and I think
no
that-
one knows.
Yeah, and I think also a good player will win because
Yes.
with a core set,
Very skilled
with 3
players.
core sets, it takes skill. I think it takes a bit of luck, and the card pool is not big enough to have a big variance, but I think it definitely takes a good player to win. So I would say anything that someone like Bruno or someone that's a very, that knows beyond not just the meta game at the moment, but how to think when it comes to card games.
Will it be one of the people whose name is in the rules? On the back of the rules?
Maybe. A playtester.
The playtester?
That's a good bet.
A lot of the playtesters are usually the guys who are most dedicated as well,
Yeah.
so it's very, very likely.
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think we're gonna take a break. There's 5 minutes left on time, and then we will go to the next round.
I want to see a discussion in the comments as well. Keep continue discussing about the restricted list. I want to hear your
Yep.
opinion.
All right. See you.
Bye, guys. The love couch. That was nice.